Good morning. I hope everybody's having a good morning. Have a good afternoon. Over here in Cali, still working, trying to pull myself out of this funk. Just whatever it is, what it is. But just taking it easy. Waiting to do this pickup that I got set up. I just wanted to do a quick video. Enjoying the weather, for the most part. So that's the good thing. But I just want to do this quick video. It's just a YouTuber I watch, Daphne Madyara. I don't know if I said her name. I don't know if I said her last name right, but my mom's had put me onto her. Um, every now and again, I look at her videos, and I haven't looked at her video in like the last 2-3 weeks or something like that. So mom's had like put me onto another video she just did, and the video's talking about God's favor in times warfare and things like that, and she's just discussing like how a person can be blessed and have favor with God, and God has destined you you know to walk a certain path. You've been chosen to be a certain person, and she goes into the story of David and everything, and I'm just listening to her, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm listening to her and I'm just kind of like, because I'm just in one of those moods. I'm just in one of those moods, I just kind of every now and again I just get into like I'm just in a pissy mood and I just don't want to hear it. But I continue to listen because I was like, something's moving me to listen to it. It's something that I do need to listen to. I feel like I need to listen to it. So, mom sent it to me last night, so I'm listening to her. And she came across one part. That hit me like boom, like hit me. Because I've said it plenty of times before, in other videos towards people. I have a friend, and she's going through certain things, and she feels like, if she feels like, right now that people are dropping like flies around her. People are revealing themselves to her, and she feel like she's losing, trust in people. She's losing, really, really good friendships and things like that. And what's really funny is when I spoke to her, I had told her weeks prior, because myself, I had gone through a few things myself, and around the time I had mentioned to her, man, it just sucks because, I feel like I'm losing trust in certain people. I feel like people are really showing me where their heart is with me, and it's not necessarily like they're turned it, and it's not necessarily like they've stabbed me in the back per se and things like that, but just as I said in like the last video I did, it's just like, people just tend to really show you what they really think about you, and it may not necessarily be like on some like well, we got beef and stuff like that, but people outgrow each other and things like that. Now, with that being said, I've already covered that. I'm watching the video of Miss Daphne, and she said something, people, obviously we all know that there's a season for everything. There's a time to cry, there's a time to rejoice, there's a time for growth, there's a time to tear down, there's a time for sadness, there's a time for strength building, just there's always a season for everything. And people come in seasons. People also come in seasons, and with each season, relationships are tested, with friendships, with, um, lovers and partners, business, all of that. So it was one part, and she said, which, it just resonated with me a lot, because, she said, people literally come into your life just to have an opportunity to strike you, because they see how you move, they see how you treat people, they see that you want to help people, they see that you got big plans, so they get close to you. The enemy gets close to you. The enemy disguises themselves and gets close to you. They chameleon style, on some hitman type stuff, if you play that game. Get close enough to you, and if you're not vigilant, if you're not wise, if you're not keeping your eyes open, if you don't have the gift of discernment, And if you don't have God in your corner, these people, they get close enough to do you harm, to strike you, to kill you. And that's just what they were meant to do in your life. There are people that will come into your life. And I always found this awkward. I'll have people come into my life for a split second. And I mean, things will be going well. Things will be straight. And then all of a sudden, they just show me something. They do something. And I'm like, yo, what was that about? What was that about? And that was just God's way of showing you, like, you don't know these people. You can't put your full trust in people that's just coming around. You don't know what they're about. As I said before, and as Bob Marley said before, one of my favorite quotes, one of my mom's favorite quotes, when me and her talk and stuff like that, you can see a man's face, but you don't know what's in his heart. A person could come around and key, ha, 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 and all this type stuff, man, but they see you moving in the right direction. They see that, you about to take off, and they got the knife ready. They got it ready. Oh, no, you're not taking off. Nah, you're going to be better than me. Nah, you're going to reach more people than me. You're going to speak and your words are going to resonate more than mine. Nah, I can't have that. There are people that will come into your life and that's their only thought. You think that they're there to help you. You think that they're there to guide you. You think that they're there to, to teach you. When in all actuality, they're just a snake in the grass. And they're there to simply get close enough to you to where they can say, gotcha, and destroy. But that's why you got to have God in your corner. And that's why you got to have God with you. And regardless of the things that I go through, regardless of my moments of weakness, because I still have them, I'm very much human. I'm very much sometimes I just think I'm a sucky individual because I get angry. I get this, I get that. I let things get to me at times. But, regardless of all of those things happening, I will always say, yo, God is in my corner and God got me. Because it's too many times when a person that I thought was, in my corner, and they revealed who they were, and I was able to back away before they did some real damage to me. And anybody that did do some damage to me, they did enough where it was like a slap on the face. Because I know too many people where they've been in situations where they let people get too close. And just like that, they rip their heart out and destroy them. And the more times you get destroyed, the harder it is to keep rebuilding yourself. The more times you get hurt, the harder it is. The older you get, the less your body is able to heal itself right away and stuff like that. When you're younger, you fall, bump your head, take a scratch, this, that, whatever. You heal in a day. You start getting older. I freaking stubbed my toe the other day. I'm 30. I stubbed my toe when I was a kid. I cried for 5 minutes. It feel better. I'm back outside playing. I stubbed my toe now. I feel the joy for a week. I'm like, yo. So it's you gotta have God in your corner. You gotta have God in your heart. You gotta have God on your mind, And like I said, man, I have my moments where I'm just like, yo, I just don't want to hear nothing. Just nothing is changing. Or I'm just looking for inspiration and it's like a block. I feel like I'm blocking. So I'm like, what's going on? What do I need? But God puts you in a place where you gotta sit, you gotta be still, you gotta learn, and you gotta be mindful. And if you're not learning the lessons that God is putting in front of you, He gonna keep putting them in front of you. And you're gonna stay in the same place until you learn those lessons. So learn from the things that you're going through in life. Be mindful of all of those around you. Be mindful of those that come into your life just out of nowhere. I'm not saying to just be on some who you? What you want? What you doing? Huh? Just always, when a person comes out to shake your hand, when a person comes into your life and they they want to bring you to the next level, always pray for the gift of discernment. Always keep your ears open. Always be mindful and watch how the person moves. Watch what that person does. Don't ever put all your trust into someone, because that someone could very well be there to destroy you. And if that somebody has been somebody there already, you never know what can turn a person's heart. You never know what can turn a person's mind against you. And I had people in my corner that I thought would never turn on me. You never know what to turn a person's mind against you. They could very well, you don't know what people see. They could very well see what you're going to be, if you get one on my drift. They could very much have that sight, that gift of sight. And they like, yo, you're going to be something, you know. And just like that same person that's like, yo, you're going to be something, could be that same person that's like, but I can't have that, because you're going to be more than me. You dig? Keep God in your minds, man. Keep God in your heart. Keep God in your spirit. Keep God, just cover yourself. Pray. Stay prayed up. Stay prayed up, man. Regardless of when times get you down, regardless of when you just feel like just ended it all, you just hate everything, you just you're tired of everything, man. Just keep God on your mind, man. Keep God in your spirit. And just always go to God with everything, yo. Because somehow, some way, he'll speak to you. Somehow, some way, he'll show you the way to move. Somehow, some way, he'll show you. And just always keep a watchful eye out on people. Always. Never become fully invested in people to the point where if they do something to you, it's going to destroy you. Always be mindful. Always. You know? Now, there are people that now, with the flip side of that, you know, just a disclaimer, there are seasons where there's people put into your life to bring you to the next level. And those people are doing exactly what God wants them to do. So let me not take away from that. I don't want this to be a total, like, you know, be real paranoid type stuff. No, it's not. I'm not saying be paranoid. What I'm telling you is to be an adult, be mindful. Don't be ignorant. Don't be naive, you know? That way you don't find yourself with a knife in your back, looking up, wondering, dang, how did I let this person get this close to me and do this to me? You dig? So don't really have much to say, you know. Like I said, you know, pray for me. I got my moments, man. I just be like, what the hell am I doing? And I just have my moments, man. So pray for me, people. Stay prayed up. Open that Bible up, you know. Read the scriptures. Just be good to people, man. Just be good to people, man. Just more and more I look at the times that we live in, yo, and more that I just really peep how things is going, yo. People suck, man. People suck, man. Like I just seen this article and I just read this article. I haven't looked at it since. So I don't know if there's any more developments on it. But the last thing I looked at was this Good Samaritan paid for a few people's food. Homie's partner, homie's woman, whatever that was in there, she didn't get the benefit of that kindness. Homie got angry. Went to go grab his gun and came back after the altercation, decided to shoot this individual. And it's like, this is the world we live in. Like this is the world we live in, where a person who, for whatever reason, was moved to pay for an individual's food and ended up dying over it. It becomes real disheartening at times, man. But, you know, can't take on the world. I've done it, tried. You'll never win. You can't take on the world. The evils of the world will win every time. You know, only God can dispel all of it. You as one person can't. You as one person can't get it all. Look out for those you love. Look out for those that's in your corner. Those who you're in their corner. You know. pray wherever God put you in their life to do, to fulfill. You know, you pray on it. However you were put into a person's life to help them, you pray on it. If you're not sure how, pray on it. Lord, how am I here to help this person? What am I here to teach this person? Sometimes you're going to be a crappy lesson. And you know what? In due time, I pray that you accept it. One of the things is you got to accept your mistakes, your faults, all of that. So, you know, that's it. That's all. I'm in Cali. So I'm gone. I can get back to work. See that? I lay back. I'm going back to work. Still waiting on these people to call me. But have a blessed one. Take it easy. You know. Deuce.